I don't know, the cameras in this simulator are a bit weird. That river's flowing uphill, and yeah, let's just forget about that, shall we? Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Dovetail Games Flight Sim World. So, a new mission pack has come out for us, the Kahului Air Missions Airline 1. Basically, you fly for a small charter airline in Hawaii, and we'll go on to that a bit later. So, quite a few big things that come behind this DLC. Mainly the fact that we do now have AI jet aircrafts that come with the missions as well. So, let's quickly up the mission as well quickly. So, Kahului Air, welcome to Kahului Air, a small charter outfit transporting cargo and ferrying passengers around the Hawaiian Islands. So, day 1, Aloha, welcome to Kahului Air. It's a relaxing start as you undergo familiarisation training. Assist the Chief Pilot in flying a PA-34 to Hana, Papa, Hotel, November. So, quite a lot going behind this DLC, as I said, with the jet aircraft. So, back during the Flight Sim show, as I was talking to Chris, who went out looking for a Starbucks, which turns out there wasn't one in the end, despite being a few signs saying so. So we talked about like the community, the future of Flight Sim World, and one thing he told me was that the one thing a lot of people always ask for is jet aircraft, flyable ones, AI ones, all that kind of stuff. So basically, what he told me was that Dovetail Games are planning to add AI jet aircraft to the simulator in the future. So something just like fill in the international airports, just give a bit more life to the simulator. So, this mission pack does include that, which we will hopefully see in a few other missions. So, fingers crossed it should be really good. And, well, whilst I need a mission pack, if I mess around with the settings and the files and that kind of stuff, I could probably get it working in the main sim, knowing I've done this kind of stuff in the past. So, yeah, let's let the simulator load. And let's get straight into this one. Day 1, Aloha.
I'm Paul Clakson, Chief Pilot. We spoke on the phone. It's good to have you here. To say we're often understaffed is an understatement, cutting corners left, right, and center. Kahului Air is no different in that respect.
Pilots get paid? Hey, I'm just happy to be here. Hopefully I can help take some of the load.
Look, it's my day off today, so I'm not trying to be rude, but let's get on with it. As I understand it, you're on the roster for tomorrow, so I'm meant to give you a familiarization flight.
Air France.
I think we're all set. Let's get going. Today you're my co-pilot. Let's be clear about who's in command here. It's me, which shouldn't come as a surprise. I've got over 3,000 hours. V1. Rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up, please.
Gear is coming up.
All right, you have control.
Here we go, I've got control. Let's pull across quickly, just my stick.
Right, heading 100 degrees.
Climb to 3,000 feet and turn right, heading 100 degrees.
If you know how to use the autopilot, it's available to you. If you don't know how to use it, keep your hands on the yoke and read up on it tonight.
Right, so turn right, heading, well, sorry, 100, 3,000 feet. So, yeah, I will use, I don't know how to activate the autopilot in this plane, it's not too hard to switch below the PFD there, but I'll do this first leg manually, and then we'll see what happens. It's a 25-minute mission, so we'll see how long it is, but first reactions, we saw the Air France there. I'm no expert on Airbuses, but it looks like an A310, so either I'm wrong, or the simulator's got some really odd aircraft in it. So, let's quickly, let's go back to 100 and adjust trim quickly, so we can make it to 3,000, no problem. And I will say, some of the ground scenery also doesn't look half bad in this simulator as well. So for example, that field there, good example of it, just the detail of it, compared to say FSX or even P3D at low altitude, a lot more detail in those fields.
3,000 feet. Get ready to level out.
Roger that, let's really level the aircraft off at 3,000s, there we go. Just adjust trim for that as well. So like I said, I do know how to go for autopilot, but I'm not going to strain myself at this point. I do like my more manual style of flying. Yeah, nice and stable. Should be quite an easy flight, this one. And again, one of the benefits of Flight Sim World being the true sky clouds, which do look fantastic, I have to say, especially in the simulator environment. Still maybe tweak some of the ground colours a bit, but much more improved, and especially over FSX, which I use Active Sky on. So while Active Sky does look decent in the way it sticks clouds in, I think Flight Sim World's just default does look decent. I can't wait to see if there's any like live weather things coming for it in the future. Should we descend a tiny bit and also lower the throttle as we run down the yellow. This aircraft does have a cruising speed of around 200 knots, so don't want to overspeed it, don't want to overstrain the aircraft. Likewise, a slight right turn to bring us back onto current heading.
Kahului Air is not going to tax your flying skills too much, but like any operator, we do things a certain way. Weather is usually fine. Sure, the area's been known to encounter the odd storm, but don't back out of a little rain. You have a schedule to maintain, and you are expected to operate as and when required. Storms can come out of nowhere. Don't always believe the weather reports. The airports that we operate on are all hard-surfaced, and the shortest runway we operate on is at Kahului Air at a little under 3,000 feet. We typically need 1,700 for takeoff and a little over 2,000 for landing. We operate at two international airports, our home Kahului and Honolulu Airport. Be extra careful, lots of traffic. Payload-wise, we do pretty much everything. Passengers, cargo, and sometimes even combinations. Ground crew handle that. You just make sure everything is secure. ATC controls about 10 miles around Kahului Airport. So within that range, you'll need to stay in contact with ATC. For the rest, the entire island is VFR and is on CTAP frequency 122.9. You should be noting all this down. I don't hand out cheat sheets. What else is there?
So yeah, just me cruising with Peter in the passenger seat there, and I'm the co-pilot, of course.
So try telling management. And the PA-46, that's a nice aircraft, single engine, but very quick. Kahului Air typically deploys the Seneca, though sometimes the boss is moved around in the PA-46. Tomorrow, you'll be in the Seneca, so familiarize yourself with it today. And that's it, really. Nothing to it. If you have a brain and a current license, you'll fit in around here.
I appreciate you taking the time out to welcome me.
No need to get all soft on me.
Can you just climb a tiny
I
bit?
just need someone that'll stick around and do the job.
Sure thing. Any more advice for me?
In your training, you were probably taught to check and double-check everything, right? But here, in the real world, we don't have time for training school kids. Trust your crew, get on with your job. It's simple.
There we go, try and get it to around 170 knots, back at 3,000, and just carry on flying the flight path.
Okay, I have the airfield in sight.
Do you?
So should you. If not, squint.
Is that in front of us? I think. I don't know. The raising control. Yeah, it's on autopilot. We're on 122.9. We're on 121.9, that's fine then, so just quickly switch that. 1, 2, 2, and back up we go.
Tall button to the left of the comms frequencies will enable you to switch between the upper and lower numbers, basically switching the lower standby frequency to active at the top. Same thing with the nav frequencies below. It's not rocket science, but make sure you play around with it and know how to use the thing. Time to put her on the ground, and I don't have time to let you mess around with some super wide approach. That costs time and money. Watch my approach. I tend to use a couple stages of flaps and trim for 80 knots. Let her roll a little when you land. On the airfield, the Claxton is on final runway 26.
There we go, just going to grease his landing. Nothing to it, he's still floating it. There we go, beautiful landing.
Yeah, alright. I hope you enjoyed that intro flight. I don't normally allow new pilots to return solo on their familiarization flights, so enter me into the log as co-pilot when you get back. I need to hang around here for a bit. Tomorrow you'll have someone running alongside as co-pilot, so don't worry about turning up and doing everything yourself.
Alright, so am I now flying back or something?
You'll have someone helping you while you start out.
Looks like it.
Safe flying.
Alright.
Whoops.
Yeah,
Oh
sure,
yes,
if
the
that's
multipilot
what you
disconnecting,
need to
that's
do,
fine.
no problem.
So,
I should probably take off the other direction to avoid the trees on the other end of the runway. Hana Airfield, Seneca is taxiing to runway
yeah, we'll turn to
08.
the left. And also, I will say that this is like new custom buildings here for this airport, which is very much appreciated when you think about the default airports in the simulator. Are a little bit bland, I will say. So, it's taxi to the end of the runway 8, so we'll need to backtrack over there. So we lower it down to one stage of flaps. So we sort of aircraft that as well a bit, 'cause I'm probably taxiing a bit too fast. Let's enter the runway, and then, like I said, just backtrack to the end of it. So yeah, I need to control my taxiing speed at this point as well. I'm probably a bit too much behind the rudder. So, is there a key to contact us? No, it's not. That's
Air,
automatic.
Seneca
That's
is
fine.
entering runway 8, heading west after takeoff.
So, if I taxi to the end of the runway, we'll turn around, we'll depart, head west, and then I think on the return flights, I probably will use autopilot just to make life a little bit easier for myself. As I said, it switches down there just below the PFD. And then I can switch between manual and navigation heading. So increase the throttle a tiny bit as well, just to give us a bit more speed on the taxiway. Because obviously the friction glitch that FSX was known to have does not apply to Flight Sim Worlds, which is always a nice fix for us. Yeah, there's a little turnaround spot to the left, so we'll quickly go into there. Turn the aircraft around. We do have takeoff clearance, at least you've requested it. This is an unmanned airfield, as I can make the assumption now. So we're just using a Unicom, and ooh, just quickly stabilise the aircraft there as well. Spot the engines, and let's go. It's around 80 knots I need to depart at. V1 rotate. Positive climb, gear up. Quickly adjust trim as well, so I'm not going to overly do this. Flaps up as well. And then start my heading to the west. Ooh, really push the yoke down. I do need to work my trimming keys as well, because they do sometimes feel a little bit overly sensitive. I'm guessing that the repeater has been set a bit too high on the simulator. So if I quickly turn it on the nav, that'll give me a flight director. And then that'll give me an idea of where I need to be turning. And like when I'm on heading, or at least on an intercept, I can then turn on autopilot, which will take control of the flights. Perfect. Just trim again. There we go, that's fine. So if I now turn on the autopilot, navigation set, altitude set, the aircraft now climb to 3,000 whilst sorting out its current heading. So yeah, it gives me more time to admire the scenery around Hawaii. And yeah, there's the airport we just departed from. So yeah, like I said, for the next couple of weeks, if time gives me it, because I am now working all that, so it's quite busy my schedule. If time allows for it, I will try and do this Kahului Air stuff as a weekly series, again on the Friday, as I did with the Epic Approaches mission pack. And also, one other thing I do want to not overstress, because I'm not sure if it may get cancelled or may not, but next Friday, we hopefully have something really exciting coming on as well, which I am really excited for. Record it on Thursday, do it on a Friday, but again, it might get cancelled. It depends on a few factors that I need to make sure are correct. If it doesn't happen, then fair enough, it will be delayed until a bit further on in the future, but hey, I'm excited for it, and hopefully you guys are too. I'm not going to say what it is, in the case it does get cancelled, so I can review it in the future as another little surprise thing. Bit of turbulence, that's fine. Also not properly flying on the heading, so I'm guessing this was set from the previous flights. So what I will do is quickly turn off the navigation, turn the aircraft to the right a bit. Okay, I can't also some control, so if I'm quick about it, what I will do is that manual heading hold will do for me today. So reset heading. Adjust the heading to match the correct heading, so 285 will do, and then we can adjust that once we're back on proper course. And with the mission being about 25 minutes in length, as looking at the UI earlier, I'm guessing we've got maybe like another 10 minutes of flying left to go and see if we are coming to land. So it's not a circuit or a loop or anything. I think we are just flying to wherever we departed from a moment ago. So yeah, there I am, trotting along in my Piper Seneca, November 36 Kilo Alpha, over some decent simulator scenery. See, there's definitely some upgraded mesh coming on this part. And oh yeah, they have also removed the co-pilot model, sorry, the captain model, so I'm now the co-pilot. And ooh, can I get a quick normal spot view on that? Hang on, let the FSX camera of a rope do its thing. There we go. If I zoom in, just take a look at that guy's eyes. No wonder he needs glasses if his eyes are physically open his entire life. No, his camera's not good. So there we go. Man, none of these cameras are really that effective today, aren't they? Doesn't matter. Let's just get back to... I think locked spot's a bit easier in terms of moving, but then, despite being locked spot, you're forever moving the camera around. I don't know. The cameras in this simulator are a bit weird. That river's flowing uphill, and... yeah, let's just forget about that, shall we? I didn't want that on lock spot. That's what I like to use. Let's just go for a flyby. Can't go wrong with flyby view. Though you can see where the true sky effects doesn't really work too well with the cloud textures, at least from that view, as the shade is a little bit off. Getting a little bit fast now, so I will go back on the throttle a tiny bit. We'll also adjust heading. No, I don't want that. I mess up the entire thing. It's one thing I like about Windows. When you move the mouse away from the taskbar, it still gives you the program name. I don't like that. I've never liked that on Windows. If I want to know what the program is, I'd have my mouse highlighted over it at all times. Not when I've moved it away, please.
I should probably set the frequency back to Kahului Tower as I'm approaching their airspace.
118.7, so just switch to COM 1.
Kahului Control, Piper November 36 Kilo Alpha.
6 Kilo Alpha, Kahului Control.
6 Kilo Alpha is 8 miles west, flying VFR. Request joining instructions.
6 Kilo Alpha, welcome back. Please cross the airport at 2,000 feet and fly a left-hand circuit for a short final runway 05. Altimeter 29.91. Call final.
6 Kilo Alpha, cross airport at 2,000 feet. Fly left-hand circuit for short final runway 05. Altimeter 29.91. Call final.
Yep, reset to 2991, sending to 2,000 feet, full load of throttle, and they want me to cross the airport, which is fine. Cross the airport 2000, fly left-hand circuit, short runway 5. Okay, that's fine. And we're also now back on course, so I can bring the aircraft back to 270 and fly along the original plan, I'm guessing. Also, I'm looking at the actual airport area itself. Is this where I think I am? Yes, it is. Lanai is just to the left. We're on this island, don't remember the name of it, but it's a bit more of an inside joke kind of thing. Right, okay. The inside joke is Kubush. I'm only expecting one person on this entire planet to know what the inside joke is, and he probably will watch this video, so yeah. It's always an interesting one. So coming down to 2,000 now, about to cross the airfields. And then they want me to come in on runway 5, so that is the almost crosswind airport, the one that's currently perpendicular to the coast, basically. Yeah, of course, Kahului would be based, so it's Kahului. I need to work on pronunciation, but yeah, of course it'd be this island, would it? And then Lanai being the other inside joke about that as well. No one's going to understand it. No one ever will. Aircraft just took off. It's a commercial. It is an Air France A3. That's an A320. Of course, it's just your standard Airbus. It was an A330, now it's an A320. For sure. So yeah, we're now crossing the airfields. Go back to lock spot, because that's the only real comprehensible camera in this simulator, so the camera's still moving like crazy. So I know the mission pack said all licensed airlines. Were they only successful with Air France out of every airline in the world? Did they not get the Hawaiian Airlines licensing or anything? And yeah, there's no air traffic option as well to look at them, unfortunately. But hey, it's a start. At least we do now have working jet aircraft.
6 Kilo
Right,
Alpha,
that's
cleared
5.
to land runway 05.
So I'm used to virtual cockpit view being there on FSX. So clear to land runway 5, so I will now take manual control. And let's just send the aircrafts. Flaps down. It's not going to simulate damage or anything, although I think this is actually slow enough for flaps anyway in the first place. But I do need to slow the airplane down and use some drag as we do come into land. Do we have spoilers? Answer is no. No spoilers or cow flaps. So we'll turn the aircraft around, so we just zoom in on the GPS as well. So we can come into runway 5. Nice detailed map there, I'm not going to lie. Quite a nice little one, that. Easy to work with. And yeah, the airport's somewhere to my left. Gear down. And now I just want as much drag and drop as we can get. But we'll take some throttle management as well. There we go. Nicely done. We're a little bit high, so I can adjust for that as well. There we go. Perfect. On the glide slope. Now just quickly adjust my trim, increase some throttle so not stalling this thing on landing. Perfect. Just guide this aircraft in. Gear it down. Flap set for landing. Let's just bring this thing in now. Slight crosswinds, but that's fairly easy for me to counter at the moment. Grease trap those trees there as well. Nicely done. So yeah, deal with the Chief Pilot, which was also slightly ooh, should not have gone for the rudder there, not gonna lie. It's a little bit foolish of me. And yeah, fully on the brakes, just try and slow something down before the end of the runway.
6 Kilo Alpha, vacate the runway right via any taxiway and switch to ground on 118. Correction, 121.9.
6 Kilo Alpha, vacating
That'll
right
do.
and switching to 121.9. Goodbye.
Brakes on this thing aren't too nice.
Oh, no, I think I've hit grass. Better get back on the runway.
That's fine.
Have a nice day.
She didn't notice. Switching to 121.9. So do that now. So switch. Actually, it would just be easy to do it like that. Whoops. I know it would be easier. 121.9.
Ground control. Piper November 36 Kilo Alpha just vacated right of runway 05, requesting to taxi to Kahului Air ramp.
6 Kilo Alpha, turn right on taxiway Foxtrot and follow Foxtrot till you get to the Kahului Air ramp.
6 Kilo Alpha, follow Foxtrot to Kahului Air ramp.
Which one's Foxtrots? That's Alpha. That's runway's 220. They told me to vacate right, so they can't really have that on me. My problem is I can't find Foxtrots. Yeah, that's all Alpha. Alpha. They're all taxiway Alpha, unless it's behind me and I've just foolishly passed it. I wish you tell me more than Foxtrot, I'm not going to lie. Is that it down there? No, that's Kilo. Golf. You know what? Moving map to the rescue. If it can load in time is the question. And then that'll tell me where Foxtrot is. Ah, there we go. It's giving me the compass point at least. Foxtrot. Ah, okay. So there's Foxtrots. Alright, glad I know where it is now. So what runway did ground think I came off at? Because it certainly wasn't this one. Anyways, let's just follow the waypoints to where it wants me to go. And Zan Air France taxiing towards me. Let's go back on the runway. So we're not going to have a bit with that Air France there. Unless he stopped, I don't know anymore. This simulator's just giving me Foxtrot on its own. It's a bit confusing me. It's not telling me to go on any runway or anything. Hang on, turn right on taxiway Foxtrot. Yeah, vacated right of runway 5, requesting taxi to Kahului Air ramp. Turn right on taxiway Foxtrot, follow Foxtrot till you reach the Kahului Air ramp. Fair enough. I mean, vacate right, I probably should have gone this runway in the first place. I think that's what I was trying to get at. Which is fine. which means I'm stopping all of the traffic at this airport whilst I manage my way around this airport in the worst style possible, whilst probably getting my license revoked in this as well for not understanding simple airports taxiways. But there we go, there's Foxtrot, and now I can take the correct taxiway out to our air ramp. So I'll pull back on the throttle a tiny bit as well. And yes, thank you Green Arrow for pointing it out to me. I assume got a shadow as well. So carry on. So yeah, follow Foxtrot. Yeah, thank you Air France for waiting. Those are A321s. So yeah, when I said A310 earlier, I was wrong. So are Kahului Air a real airline, or are they just like some thing Dovetail Games made up just to fit the environment? Because it's not bad, I'm not gonna lie. It fits the environment. And of course, there's our hangar with the good old Kahului logo plastered on the side of it.
Ah, here's the ramp.
Alright, so I want to take the second taxiway. Park the aircraft up, turn off the engines, and leave it at that. Probably would have been easy for me to sit on the captain's side, not going to life for the return flight, but hey. And then I must remember to put that, was it Peter or Paul? Doesn't help I forgot the chief pilot's name, and I need to log him down into the co-pilots for the flights.
Safely back. It is beautiful around here. I can definitely get used to this.
And there we go. I'm on a different position for the camera, but hey. And there we go. Day 1, Aloha. Drop your colleague off Hana and return to Kahului. How's that for a mission? As I enjoyed it. Nice and open. Fly through Hawaii. The scenery wasn't too bad. The jet aircrafts were a nice addition. And yeah, I'm really happy how this one went. So next week we'll be doing mission 2, or day 2, which is day 2 express delivery, 20-minute flight, and we'll do that for next time. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the episode, leave a like if you did, do subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. And again, fingers crossed for next Friday. Please don't get cancelled. You'll figure out how it is by then. So yes, goodbye guys, enjoy your weekend.